Skyler Neese was a 16-year-old girl who disappeared in Star City, West Virginia around midnight on July 6, 2012. Her body was found in January 2013 across the nearby state line in Wayne Township, Pennsylvania. Skyler was murdered by two of her high school best friends, Sheila Eddy and Rachel Schoaf. In December 2012, Rachel confessed to authorities that she and Sheila planned and carried out Skyler's murder. Neese's disappearance and murder led to new West Virginia legislation that made changes to the Amber Alert Missing Child Alert System. If you guys enjoy this video, give it a like and subscribe to the page so you can get more content like this. And don't forget to hit the bell notification so you'll get the latest video when they come out. On July 5th, 2012, Skyler Neese returned to her family's apartment in Star City, West Virginia after working a shift at Wendy's. Her apartment complex's surveillance video shows Neese left the apartment through her bedroom window at 12:30 a.m. on July 6th and got into a sedan with her two best friends, Sheila and Rachel. Skyler's father said her window was left open and that she planned on coming home later that morning. When she didn't return home as planned, her father grew concerned and contacted authorities. Neese was initially considered a runaway by law enforcement, and an Amber Alert was not issued for her, as Skyler had to be gone a minimum of 48 hours before the police could do anything. Skyler's parents posted flyers about their missing daughter in the Star City region. Police determined that the unknown sedan in which Skyler was last seen belonged to Sheila. The police had her brought in for questioning, and Sheila admitted to picking up Skyler, but stated that she had dropped her off at home an hour later. The FBI and the West Virginia State Police joined the search for Skyler on September 10, 2012. They immediately began interviewing her school friends, but no significant evidence came out from these interviews. The break in the case came on January 3, 2013, about 6 months after Skyler's disappearance. Rachel finally admitted to police that Sheila and her had been the ones who murdered Skyler. The reason Rachel gave for the murder was they didn't like Skyler and didn't want to be friends with her anymore. David Neese stated that these two girls were among his daughter's best friends, and that Sheila had even helped the family by distributing missing persons flyers. After her confession, Rachel led investigators to Skyler's body. On January 16, 2013, U.S. Attorney William J. Einfield issued a press release. He announced that Skyler's body was found just over the state line in Wayne Township, Pennsylvania. Skyler's body was found less than 30 miles away from her home. On May 1, 2013, Rachel pleaded guilty to second-degree murder. According to the court transcript, Rachel said that she and Sheila picked up Skyler in Rachel's car. The girls drove to a wooded area in Pennsylvania. They got out of the car and began talking. The two girls had a planned signal that would let each other know when they were supposed to start stabbing Skyler. As the signal was given, Rachel and Sheila stabbed Skyler to death. The teens attempted to bury Skyler's body, but were unable to do so, so they instead covered the body with branches. The court transcript indicates that other students overheard conversations between Rachel and Sheila about the murder plot, but failed to report it, mistakenly believing that the girls were joking. According to Rachel's plea agreement, she pleaded guilty to murder in the second degree. In the plea agreement, the state of West Virginia recommended a sentence of 20 years incarceration. Rachel Schoaf expressed remorse and apologized to the Neeses, her own family, and God during her sentencing. Rachel further expressed remorse in her May 2023 parole hearing and finally gave a motive for the crime, which was that she and Rachel had been in a romantic relationship, and this caused tension between the couple and Skyler. She was denied parole and remains incarcerated to this day. Rachel's family has also issued a public apology for her actions through their lawyer. On September 4th, 2013, West Virginia prosecutors publicly identified Sheila as the second alleged perpetrator of the murder of Skyler and announced that she would be tried as an adult. Sheila was indicted by a grand jury on September 6, 2013, for 1 count of kidnapping, 1 count of first-degree murder, and 1 count of conspiracy to commit murder. She pleaded not guilty. The date of the trial was originally set for January 28, 2014. Facing the prospect of additional charges from Pennsylvania authorities because they had killed Skyler across state lines, Sheila accepted a plea deal. She pleaded guilty to first-degree murder and expressed no remorse for her actions. She was sentenced to life in prison. Although she was sentenced as an adult, West Virginia law requires that a juvenile offender have a possibility of parole on a whole life sentence, with Sheila eligible for parole after 15 years. With the plea deal, Pennsylvania authorities were not allowed to file charges. On February 26, 2014, she received a sentence of 30 years in prison, with eligibility for parole after 10 years. As of September 2023, Sheila remains in custody at the Lakin Correctional Center in West Virginia. An Amber Alert was not issued in Skyler Neese's disappearance because the circumstances did not meet all 4 criteria for an alert to be issued. A waiting period of 48 hours had to elapse before a teenager could be considered missing. A West Virginia state legislator from the Neese family home introduced a bill called Skyler's Law to modify West Virginia's Amber Alert plan to issue immediate public announcements when any child is reported missing and in danger, regardless of whether the child is believed to have been kidnapped. On March 27, 2013, the West Virginia House of Delegates approved Skyler's Law with a 98-0 vote. West Virginia Governor Earl Ray Tomlin signed the legislation into law in May 2013. Skyler's story is a heartbreaking tale of betrayal and a grim reminder of the hidden darkness that can exist in seemingly close relationships.